Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin here at Trumful Reads, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a tag I'm really excited to do. And basically, I have no excuse for why I put it off for about 7 or 8 months or something like that. I went through this 6-month period where I didn't do any tag videos for whatever reason. But anyways, this is the old books tag, and it was originally created by Books and Pieces, and I was tagged by Jenna at Bibliofilth. I'll leave her link down below. Definitely go subscribe to her channel. I highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. And yeah, let's just get started with the old books tag. Alright, question number 1. Have you ever bought a book made before you were born? Oh yeah, you can't see that top shelf, can you? No. Well, you got all these, those. Then I got a bunch. Oh gosh, they're falling apart. That's how old they are. I got a bunch up there. Can't see those in the video. Oh gosh, can I even get them back without them falling completely apart? Probably not. Oh, like all these history ones, half of those are gotta be older than me. Let's see, let me just grab a couple I think are really old. Got that one. Oh, where's that lecture on Thucydides? I think that one's super old if I remember vaguely. And then, oh, alright, so let me just grab a couple. Let's see, Euripides and His Age. Oh, just so you guys can see. Woo! By Murray. I don't know what the first name is. Yeah, we got, what do we have? 1913 right there, bang. Let's see, The Legacy of Rome. Actually, this one looks like it's from the 60s, not that old. Actually, first published 23, but yeah, this one's from the 60s. It's pretty sad. I worked in that academic library enough where I can tell the way the Oxford University Press things are made, how old they're. And then Thucydides on the Nature of Power. Let's see. I think this one's super old too, if I remember. Oh, I guess. No, I completely lied. It's only from 1970. What? I guess I was thinking of a different one. Now that's gonna bother me for all the time. Maybe not all the time, just until I figure it out. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Well, I'm completely flopping now, guys. Plus, I have all these paperbacks down here that you never see. But I'm fairly certain this is only 1 out of 4. Pretty certain all those are published before me. So, published before me. Published before I was born, so. Short answer. Yes, I bought books older than I am. Oh my goodness. Alright, number 2. Which book on your shelf takes place in the oldest time period? Well, you can't, this is kind of just my nice books I put here. But my ancient history starts on the next shelf down. So that's all ancient. So I mean that's all Sumer and stuff, Mesopotamia. So that's pretty much old, just history. Though some of my fantasy up here, Jean Idle, the Clan of the Cave Bear series, that's Stone Age fantasy stuff. So I guess that's old. I do have some science books. I got the one on the dinosaurs. It's the Cretaceous and all the way back to the Jurassic. So that's pretty old. Do I have any astronomy books dealing with space and stuff that I've kept? Yeah, I got a couple astronomy books, so theoretically that's millions of years old. So I got some pretty old, books taking place in old times, I guess. All right. Question number 3. Do you have a book published in the same year as you were born? All right, so I went on Goodreads, so I didn't have to flip through all these books, and I was born 92. So 93 had I think a dozen books in 93. 91 had 9. 92 has 2. So yes, I have 2 books published in the same year I was born. Let's see, there's one I haven't actually hauled yet, so you haven't seen it. It's Conan the Savage by Leonard Carpenter. So, like I said, this video will probably come out before I actually officially haul this book, so it's a sneak peek at it. Let me just make sure it actually says 92 in here. Oh man. Yep, 92. So this is just kind of a different author continuing on the Robert E. Howard stuff. There's probably like 50 or 60 like Conan books from, like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And then the other one is actually a pretty, I want to say famous, but pretty popular history book. If I can just find it right there. William Manchester's A World Lit Only by Fire. It was also published in 92. Those are the only two books I own. Published in 1992. Subtitles, The Medieval Mind and the Renaissance Portrait of an Age. This is actually a very popular history book, obviously from 1992, kind of dealing with sort of the change in medieval culture. I actually haven't read it. Change in medieval culture, obviously going into the Renaissance. But I'm trying. I don't even remember when I picked this one up, to be honest. Not 100% sure. I think I've heard of it so many times. I think when I saw it once, I just picked it up. Though I haven't read it, though, maybe I'll make this like my next medieval book, actually. But yeah, I think it has like 10,000 reviews, reviews on Goodreads. So it is a popular like medieval history book. And I've seen it on like a bazillion different lists. I don't have a good reason why I haven't read it yet. All right, question number 4. Which book on your shelves have you had the longest? Okay, and then question number 5 is, which book have you had the longest but never read? I'll try and deal with these kind of both at the same time. Not 100% sure. This is going to be fairly difficult. I brought with me, when I moved out to go to college my senior year, I brought some books with me, but pretty much everything I left at the house got destroyed. So the only ones that are like that old, that I've actually had in my possession continuously, would be the ones I brought with me to college. And I honestly, there wasn't that many. I had like one shelf. And the one that I've read some of, that I've had the longest, is gonna be Oxford History of the Classical World. Let's see, we got Boardman, Griffin, and that must be Oswald Murray. I haven't read the whole thing, but this was one of my very first books that I bought for myself on Greece and Rome. I read several sections out of it. I don't think I read the whole thing, but definitely this one was one I brought with me. And I want to say, I'm trying to think here. I guess in the same vein, I also had, this was like one of my first just ancient history books, kind of dealing with everything. History of the Ancient World by Chester Starr. I remember reading this one as well in college. So those are the two ones and I did pretty much I think I read this whole book. Those are the two oldest ones that I continuously owned, I guess. The one, I'm trying to think, what did I have that I didn't read while I had with me? I want to, yes, it's got to be one of these ones. Anyways, one of these medieval books. I haven't read either of them. This is Medieval Civilization by Jacques Le Goff. It's a pretty famous medieval textbook. Originally written in French, obviously with Jacques Le Goff. But it's so prominent that it's been translated into English and stuff. I haven't read it. I don't know exactly. I know I had it in college, but I don't know if I had it like at the beginning of the year or if I just picked it up later on. And also Civilization of the Middle Ages by Norman Cantor. I've only read one other book by Cantor, and I thought it was terrible. So, though that was only last year, so I don't really know why I didn't read it at the time. But these are two medieval books that I know I had with me. But yeah, I honestly can't remember anything better than that. It's like I said, I had books older than that, but they were destroyed. So there's questions 4 and 5. 6. What is the oldest book you own? So a lot of my old books are like right in here. I can fix those a little bit. All right, well, all my old books are kind of like right there. This History of Greece, by actually I can't remember what his first name is. Okay, these are the oldest books I own right here. This 12-volume set, which is the whole set. Is it Edward Grote? No, it's not Edward Grote. Oh, I was thinking George Grote, yes. In 12 volumes. So History of Greece in 12 volumes. You gotta be careful with these ones. Let's see. These are the oldest books I own. This one was published in 1869, so 150 years old. As you can see, some of them are kind of falling apart and everything. These ones are real bad. Those ones are old too, and the covers of these ones are just not even attached. They're just like sitting there next to them. But yeah, these are the oldest books. I think it's the second full history of Greece written in the English language. Like, you know, from like beginning to end, that was actually like a halfway legit scholarly thing. Though I think this whole first volume is literally called like Legendary Greece, if I remember proper. And like I said, this is like uber Victorian, so it's just gonna be total. I don't know what's the right word. Victorian, very pretentious and kind of stuff. But anyways, that is my oldest books. I actually haven't read them. I've read some of it, but I've never like read through them. I guess I just kind of looked like a couple things up in different volumes and stuff. I just like the way they look and everything. They were a birthday gift, but yeah, a lot of the history stuff is going to be completely outdated. So you know, I just take it as it is. But I do enjoy like having them. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I might pick like a random one and just kind of like read through it. Like if I ever do like maybe Alexander or like Thebes or something, I'll just like read that one particular work and just kind of. Actually, I might just get like the Kindle version because it would be in public domain, so I don't have to actually risk like destroying them. But anyways, question number 7: which book do you have written the longest time ago? That would have to be, well, I mean, obviously I think I have 3 copies of the Iliad. But that's not the oldest thing I have. I have some older stuff. Definitely the oldest thing we're gonna go with here is Ancient Near Eastern Texts relating to the Old Testament, edited by James Pritchard, 2nd edition, revised and enlarged. This has Gilgamesh in it, which is the oldest like fictional prose that we have, like I think in all of like mankind. So by definition, that pretty much has to be it. If you're looking for an actual like story, though, I'm not sure if this has older stuff like just like when they used to write in like the like. It's not even really like real cuneiform. It's almost just like pictographs. Like when they used to like write it on pots to like kind of verify what was in the account. I guess they put like anyways, that would be from like the fourth millennia BCE. So that's got to be the oldest. But I don't know if any accounting or trade stuff is actually in here. Let me see. Doesn't look like it. No. This is all just actual writing and stuff. But still, technically, this would still be the oldest, like I said, with Gilgamesh and maybe some of the prayers and stuff from like Sumer, stuff like that. Though, I mean, technically, Gilgamesh was actually written like in Babylonian, but... Oh, actually, it might have the Sumerian king list. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's gotta be in here. Oh. Well, I say that. I guess it would be under historical text. I could have sworn we had this. Yes, right here, the Sumerian king list, right here. 265. Let's see. Technically, the original must be like from the 3rd millennia BC, though. Though this was probably written during the time of Sargon or something. Blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know. This was like a really long tangent. But anyways, so that's what I'm going with. And yeah, I don't know. Unless you have like literally some kind of transcription of like accounting documents from like Sumer or something, like this has got to be like pretty much like the oldest writing there is. So that's pretty cool. All right, I know I just totally went on a complete deep dive in this like tag. Like most everyone else's tags are like 5 minutes and under. This is already got to be quite a while. So, there you guys, there you guys have it right there. My 7 answers to the old books tag. So yeah, thank you, Jenna, for tagging me in this. It was a lot of fun. I don't have a good reason why it took so long, but I'm going to tag Kara at Wild Book Garden, Sam at Sarcasm and Sci-Fi, Kate at Chapter Kate, Todd at Todd's Bursting Bookcase, and David Murphy, whose channel name is David Murphy. So, I highly recommend you guys go check out their channels and subscribe to them. I think you'll enjoy their content. I highly enjoy it. But anyway, so that's who I'm tagging. If you guys have any questions or comments about anything you saw in the video, definitely leave me some comments down below. I'd be glad to talk to you about old book stuff with the books I have. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, if you guys would like to see a video of just my old books, I guess, kind of like more detail, I guess, if that makes any sense, yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me if you would enjoy a video like that. But always remember, whatever you end up reading, read victoriously. Even if they're old books, you can still read victoriously.